Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
It is with joy that we come into your circle once again, just to leave with you one or two words. We are happy when we come here, and even though we do not always speak, yet we are quite close to you and watching over your circle. You have been told that you are protected here. We know that because we do the protecting. And you have also been told of the work that you do in helping those on our side of life who are wandering in the darkness. And it is true that quite often they can see the light that you kindle, the light of earth, whereas they cannot see spirit light. They are attracted to yours, and so they come to your circle. And sometimes we are able then to direct their gaze upwards until they can see spirit light. But there is such a lot that depends upon a soul's own progress, a soul's own position. Some of these souls, when they first come to the spirit world, they are very, very dark, and all they can see about them is dark. And even though they can observe things in the dark, yet they can only begin to see spirit light after they have seen and contacted the earth light. So you can see how important your work is. There are many souls, as we have said, who have left the earth behind, but who have not yet advanced in spirit. But there are others who make the change that you call death, and immediately they become aware of spirit light, because when they were alive, as you term it, on the earth plane, they looked above the physical into the spiritual, and therefore their eyes were opened to the lights from spirit. There is so much in your world that is beautiful, so much that is good, and yet there is so much that is dark and wicked, so much of ignorance and bitterness and intolerance and hatred. And these things are necessary to a certain extent, because it is through unhappiness that souls learn. Sometimes it is necessary for them to undergo a life upon earth of immense difficulty, and it is when they come to the other side and begin to realize that the miseries that they had in the earth life were partly their own fault and were partly the karma which they had to undergo in order to develop. Remember, you are not given more than you can cope with. You are not given obstacles that you cannot surmount. A lot of what you think is too difficult for you is built up in your own mind as a barrier. But when you face it, when you accept, when you begin to understand that life on the earth plane is a lesson that you have to learn, then you find that even the biggest obstacles will yield to you and will be able to be overcome. Your passing through the earth plane is a passing through school, a testing ground for you, a place in which you can build your character. in which you can develop your soul. And it is important that while you are on the earth plane, you make the most of the opportunities that come your way and the most of the gifts which you have. So, we bid you go forward with courage, with cheer, knowing that things on the earth plane are temporary, but the things in the spirit world are eternal. Always strive for the truth as you see it, but always respect the truth as other people see it also. Try not to condemn, but try to give love. Try to make harmony wherever you go. Try to reconcile those whose opinions are so different. Try to understand and give love to all. It is a very simple message, we know, but it means such a lot, both to you on the earth plane and to us in spirit. We say good night to you, and we bid you Godspeed. To our brother, who is going to travel so far, we bid you keep your eyes and your ears open. Realize that you will find things which are strange to you. You will find ideas that seem to have no roots within your soul at all, but they are equally important. To all of you, I bid you good night and God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.